In today's episode, I'm going to show you benefits of using time management techniques. Let's face it, time management sounds like something your high school guidance counselor yelled about while you were doodling in your planner. But hear me out, it's actually the secret sauce behind more productivity, less stress, and the dream of actually finishing your to-do list before you go to bed. Perspective Plans with new videos and podcasts weekly. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/Perspective Plans for exclusive videos and more. Visit perspectiveplans.com for all of your planner and stationery needs. Only at Perspective Plans, helping you plan for what's to come. Tried and tested techniques. No need to invent time travel. Time management techniques and strategies have been around longer than your favorite excuse to procrastinate. These aren't some TikTok hacks made up last Tuesday. They've been tested, tweaked, and even approved by stressed out humans across generations. So instead of reinventing the wheel, you get to ride it straight into a calmer, more productive day. Provide a solid framework for when you're drowning in tasks. Have you ever looked at your to-do list and feel like it's plotting against you? A time management framework gives you structure, a system for tackling the madness. It's like IKEA instructions, but for your life, and with fewer leftover screws. Increase productivity and efficiency, and maybe finally take a lunch break. Time management techniques help you stay on task, stay organized, and feel like a functional adult. From the Pomodoro technique, hello 25-minute burst of glory, to the Eisenhower matrix, urgent versus why am I even doing this? You can find the perfect method to match your brain's vibe. And fun fact, the average person tries 13 different time management methods before finding their actual soulmate, because even productivity is a journey. Improve work-life balance. You deserve more than work and Wi-Fi. Nobody dreams of being the person who answers emails at 10 o'clock. Time management helps you set limits, leave work at work, and make space for the fun stuff, like catching up with your friends or even binge watching documentaries that you'll definitely forget in a week. Increase motivation. Goodbye overwhelm. Hello mini wins. Big goals are great until they feel like Mount Everest in your inbox. Time management breaks things down into tiny doable pieces. You check one thing off, feel like a legend, and suddenly you're on a roll. Turns out small wins pack a big motivational punch. Who knew? Reduce stress, because panic isn't a productivity strategy. Stress loves a chaotic schedule. When you don't know what to do, when to do it, or even if it matters, anxiety thrives. But with time management, you've got a plan, you've got a path, you've got fewer why is everything on fire moments. Let's talk the numbers. 82% of people have zero time management systems. The average worker spends about 51% of their day on stuff that barely matters, but only 20% feel in control of their actual workday. Translation, we're all just winging it and it's stressing us out. But a plan, even a basic one, helps you breathe easier, panic less, and stop treating every deadline like a surprise party with no cake. Better decision making, because multitasking is a liar. You know what doesn't help productivity? Doing 5 things at once while low-key crying. According to a Zapier survey, multitasking is the 3rd most common productivity killer, and that's being generous. Time management techniques help you focus, sort your priorities, and actually finish what matters. Tools like the Eisenhower matrix help you ditch time wasters and laser in on the real MVPs of your to-do list. Tip 1, Pareto Principle, the 80-20 rule. You've probably heard of the Pareto Principle, aka the 80-20 rule, where 80% of your results come from just 20% of your effort. Think of it like this: not all tasks are created equal, so why sweat the small stuff? Focus on the few things that actually move the needle, and watch your productivity skyrocket without working yourself into the ground. Easy, right? Here's the secret sauce. When your to-do list looks like a never-ending saga, don't try to do it all. Instead, zoom in on the top 2 or even 3 tasks that'll give you the biggest payoff, like the VIPs of your list. It's not just about tackling stuff, it's about actually getting things done. That's the Pareto Principle in action. Working smarter, not harder, and making your day 80% more awesome without losing your mind. Boom. Tip 2, Parkinson's Law. Ever notice how work magically stretches to fill all the time you give it? That's Parkinson's Law. Doing this sneaky thing. But here's the twist. You can totally use it to your advantage. Just set yourself a deadline. Even if it's a little deadline you make up. Giving yourself a strict timeline turns you into a focused ninja and stops tasks from turning into endless time suckers. Boom. More done, less procrastination, and hey, maybe even some extra chill time. But here's the twist. You can totally use it to your advantage. Just set yourself a deadline, even if it's a deadline you make up. Giving yourself a strict time limit turns you into a focused ninja and stops tasks from turning into an endless time sucker. Think of it like this. If you give yourself a week to finish a 2-hour task, guess what? It'll probably take you the entire week. But if you say, I'm going to finish this in 30 minutes or less, suddenly you're laser focused, racing the clock, and maybe even feeling a little competitive with yourself. Who knew that deadlines could be your very best friend? Tip 3, Pomodoro Technique. All right, let's talk about the Pomodoro Technique. Perfect for anyone who gets distracted by, well, everything. The idea is simple. Set a timer for about 25 minutes, and that's about one Pomodoro session. Sounds fancy, but it's just a tomato, I promise. Work like a productivity ninja until the timer rings. Then take a quick break for about 5 minutes to recharge. Rinse and repeat. Science backs this up too. The College of New Caledonia says we learn best when we are super focused, but mental exhaustion kicks in fast, so breaks actually help our brains soak it all in and get ready for the next round. I've actually broken down this whole method in a past video, so if you want to dive deeper, I'll drop the link right here. Tip 4, ABCs. Let's break it down with the ABCs. No, not the alphabet song, but a super simple way to prioritize your tasks. Split your to-do list into ABCs. A, task, urgent, and important. These are your VIPs that get your full attention first. B, tasks that are important but can chill for a bit. And C, tasks. Yeah, those are the meh whenever jobs that don't need to steal your spotlight. Nail your A's first and suddenly your day feels less like chaos and more like you're the boss of your schedule. Easy peasy. And here's a pro tip, don't let those sneaky C tasks creep up and steal your time like uninvited party crashes. They might seem harmless, but before you know it, you're deep into Cville while your A tasks are waving their hands frantically, asking, hello, remember me? Keep your eyes on the prize and keep those C's in check. Because, well, they're not that important, the A's are. Tip 5, 3-3-3 method. Let me introduce you to the 3-3-3 method. It's like giving yourself a mini pep talk throughout the day. Spend 3 minutes planning your task in the morning, just enough time to caffeinate your brain. Then every hour, take 3 minutes to check your progress, kind of like a quick pit stop for your productivity race. At the end of the day, spend 3 minutes reflecting on what you crushed because, yes, you did crush it. It's a simple way to keep yourself on track without feeling like you're living at your desk. It's a simple way to keep yourself on track without feeling like you're living at your desk. Plus, it's way less intimidating than sitting down for a full hour of planning or beating yourself up over what you just didn't get done. Just little check-ins that keep your day moving forward like a well-oiled machine, or at least a machine that's fueled by coffee and good vibes. Tip 6, time blocking. Time blocking is basically like setting up little appointments with yourself, and trust me, you're the most important client on your calendar. Break your day into chunks, assign each chunk a specific task, and stick to it like it's a hot date. Estimate how long stuff will take, block that time out, and boom, you're focused, less distracted, and way more productive. I'm a big fan of time blocking myself, and I swear by my Every Minute Counts planner to make it happen. The 2026 editions just dropped, and you can grab them in print form at Amazon or right over at PerspectivePlans.com. Seriously, it's like having a personal assistant who never forgets your schedule. Tip 7, Rapid Planning Method, RPM. RPM isn't just a speedometer. It's a smart way to map out your goals and actually get stuff done. Think of it as your personal roadmap for the day. Fun fact, only about 3% of people use this method, making it the cool second place finisher, right behind time blocking. But heads up, it does require a little introspection. You've got to get clear on your outcome, figure out your why, because motivation is everything, and then break it down into bite-sized steps. Once that's done, you can quickly map out tasks in order, prioritize like a pro, and slap on some deadlines. It's like turning your to-do list into a well-oiled productivity machine. Tip 8, eat the frog. Let's jump into the eat the frog method. No frogs were harmed in the making of your productivity. This strategy is all about tackling your hardest, ugliest tasks first thing in the morning. Think of it like a shot of espresso for your to-do list. Once you've gobbled that frog down, everything else feels way easier. Plus, knocking out the tough stuff early means you cruise through the rest of your day feeling like a productivity rock star. Bon appetit. And hey, if you're worried about that frog looking too scary, just remember, it only gets bigger the longer you wait. So face it head on, get it done, and reward yourself with a sweet feeling of victory, and maybe even a snack. Trust me, future you will thank present you big time. Tip 9, Eisenhower Matrix. Meet the Eisenhower Matrix, your new best friend for getting your tasks actually under control. It's simple. Split your to-do list into 4 boxes: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and the why am I even doing this category. Not urgent and not important. People love this method. A study of nearly 500 employees found it's the most successful time management technique out there. Seriously, everyone who uses it feels like they've got their work life on lock for most of the week. Why? Because instead of just reacting to whatever chaos pops up, you're actually deciding what deserves your attention. It's like going from being a firefighter to a strategic ninja. Tip 10, task batching. Think of task batching like throwing a theme party for your to-do list. You group similar tasks together and knock them out all at once. Instead of hopping between emails, calls, and a random chore like a distracted squirrel, you laser focus on one type of task at a time. The result? Way less distraction, more efficiency, and you actually get to check stuff off faster. Party on, productivity style. Plus, batching helps your brain settle into a groove. No more mental whiplash from switching gears every 5 minutes. It's like giving your focus a VIP backstage pass, so you can get in the zone and stay there. Trust me, your future self will thank you for this. Productivity party trick. Bonus tip if you made it this far into the episode. Time boxing is basically like giving each task its very own deadline party. You pick a set amount of time, work on that task like a boss, and then when the timer's up, the party's over. It's a killer way to stay laser focused and kick distractions to the curb. No more endless scrolling or just one more email rabbit holes. Just pure time productivity. And here's the best part. Once your timer goes off, you get to take a break or even switch tasks guilt-free, knowing you gave it your all. Plus, setting these mini deadlines turns you into a productivity speedster, making even the biggest projects feel way less intimidating. Time boxing because your time deserves a schedule, and maybe a little bit of fun. A wonderful emotion to get things moving when one is stuck is anger. It was anger more than anything else that had set me off, roused me into productivity and creativity. Mary Garden. I just want to take a moment to thank our patrons and channel members. This episode would not be possible without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support the show, visit patreon.com/perspectiveplans today. Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments or your podcast review what tip you'll be using. Keep planning for what's to come, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.